Hello. Hopefully you can hear us now. We are having an absolute nightmare of technical issues tonight, but hopefully this is actually working this time. We are here live from the living room with me, David Burns, and live in session tonight, Michael Werninck.
Woo! Oh shit, the camera's on me. They know I made my own applause. Well done, David. I think we should take it as a sign that I shouldn't play old songs. Maybe if I just play the newer ones, then it'll be fine. Okay, so we'll just do that. Anyway, here, this is the cheeky wee toe tapper written about the environment. It's hard to write a country song when the countryside has gone. There's no trees or birds or bees. We slaughter them just as we please. Burn it all again. Let's go live in hell. Burn it all again. Let's get on that flame. Burn it all again. Let's go live in hell. The ship will sink, so get out quick. Evacuate or feel the prick. The night is dark, the days will burn. A billion voices scream and burn. Burn it all again. Let's go live in hell. Burn it all again. Let's get on that train. Burn it all again. Let's go live in hell. Every once in a while they see laughing. Don't pray to the gods, it's not too late. Every once in a while they see laughing. Don't pray to the gods, it's not too late. still on?
Well, better late than never. It actually seems to be working now. Yes! Success at last.
It's the curse of the old tunes. Now that we're onto the new shit that people actually want to hear, that's the way it is.
In that case, keep going with the new stuff, Mike.
Let's just do some more normal tunes then. Actually, I'm gonna skip that other cover. I'm just gonna go fucking right to it. This is another one of them new ones, to keep the boat going. It's called Middle Class Hero. Two men faced off in the Colosseum. One raised his father's sword, the other raised his fist. If I was a gambling man, I'd tell you where I bet. Put down my father's sword tonight. Two men bent the knee of a marathon. One near the finish line, the other at the start. Now if you were a gambler, I'd tell you who will win. I won't run back and give that man a chance. Don't call it meritocracy, that really makes me laugh. Just kidding, folks, it makes me wanna cry. We're force-fed sheer hypocrisy and blinded from the truth. It's genius that resides inside us all. It's genius that resides inside us all. Two men shed light on poverty. One from experience, the other from a book. You don't have to be a gambler to tell me you got applause. Bow my head and take it all right in. My head and take it all right. We're far from our democracy. I'd say we're losing ground, while fascism is quickly on the rise. They've demonized our sympathy. They say it makes us weak. Trust me, it's the greatest strength we have. Just trust me, it's the greatest strength we have. We have. We have. We have. That one worked as well, right?
It's all been a bit IT crowd tonight. We've had to turn everything off and back on again. But we are finally live from the living room. We are here broadcasting to you live from my front room, Havering Studios in the south side of Glasgow. And I'm here with Visceral Noise Department's Michael Werninck. And Mike, what are you going to play for us next?
Well, those two songs were actually gonna be on like what would have been the third Good Boy album if I hadn't met Jenny, who's hopefully watching this just now, and then we formed VND, so that's how they are a new song. Otherwise they'd be shit like the rest of this list. But actually this next one is one that technically, it pains me to admit, Pete wrote this next one. Technically, the little brother wrote at least the chords, but I wrote the melody and the lyrics, so basically he's shit, really.
Yeah, it always pains to say that the brother did something, doesn't it?
It does, especially when your brother's Peter Werninck, you know what I mean? That's when it's really difficult. But anyway, this song's called The Battle of George Square. It goes a little something like this. One day they'll be victors. Till then, life's vicious. Call out liars, beg no more. Destroy landlords, break your chains, break your chains. Call out liars, beg no more. Destroy landlords, break your chains, break your chains. This has never been done acoustic, so we'll see how it goes. This is called the Olympic gold in mental gymnastics. I love having a boss and a landlord, it feels great. I love selling my soul every morning, it feels great. I love having no choice in the matter, it feels great. I love the smell of guilt in the morning, it feels great. One day I'll have my own way. Until then I must obey. I can't wait to give the orders. Yeah. I love having no time and no money, it feels great. I love being considered a moron, it feels great. I love the smell of rats in the ceiling, it feels great. 4 more years and then I'll retire, it's no bad life. One day I'll have my own way. Until then I must obey. I can't wait to give the orders. Yeah. One day I'll have my own way. Until then I must obey. I can't wait to give the orders. Yeah. La 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 la. I'm a happy man. La 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 la. I'm a happy man. La 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 la. I'm a happy man. La 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 la. I'm a happy man. As you can obviously tell.
Visceral Noise Department's Michael Werninck, who's not only a happy man, he is a man with the patience of a saint with all the technical problems we've had to suffer tonight. But he is here live in the living room. And we've got a couple of hellos just come through. One from Dr. Bond 44 here in the Twitch chat room saying, glad it's working, guys, hearing you loud and clear. And from Formando 1 saying, Pete is playing along to the song in our living room. We've got double Werninck.
Ah, nice. As soon as I heard the word Formando, I was like, bloody knew that. Well, let's see if he can do it along with this. If he's truly there. Just need to... This is another V&D brand new song, actually. This came out 2 days ago. Also never been done acoustic. Never been planned to be done acoustic. I had to rewrite it this morning just to see if it works out very well. Also, speaking of Pete, this is I'm going to be playing and singing your parts as well as my own. Just to prove that I really can do it all, you little shit. Anyway, this song, this song, I'm going to rant a bit longer. This song is about how shit the education department is in this country if you're just a little bit, learning enabled. Let's just politically correctly call it that. Anyway, it's called Semi-Educated Delinquent, and it goes a little something like this. Don't mind me, I'll stay at the back. I know I'm a distraction of the highest disorder. Don't mind me, I cannot be taught at all. set by me, and folk of my ilk who make learning and engagement with colloquial language, unlike you in ivory towers that they call me a distraction. What does that mean for me? They call me the disruption. What does that mean for me? I cannot pass any exam, even though I make my living with the skills I created. I cannot remember my marks at all. They mean shit out here in real life, where all that really matters is your competence, baby. Mark that down, however which way you choose. Don't call me a distraction. I don't know what that means. They call me the disruption. What does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? They call me the disruption. What does that mean for me? Fucked up the ending a wee bit, Pete, but whatever, I'm sure you'll correct it.
I've got a couple more hellos just come in on the chat room there. This is from Silver Threshold 1, saying one Werninck brother is bad enough. For Mando 1, we will take over the universe. Silver Threshold 1, you'll never get anything done. But say this song has actually been stuck in the head for 3 days now, so you must be doing something right, Mike.
Yes. Well, actually, I'd love to take all the credit, but that is largely a Brendan written song. But I mean, he's not here, so I'll just say I wrote it. That's same thing, eh?
Yeah, he's not here to contradict you. Just before we go on to the next one, I should just say a little bit about what the captions down here are all about. On the left here, that's the link to the Facebook page where you'll be kept up to date on everything that's happening with the Live from the Living Room gigs and the schedule of who all's coming into play in the next few weeks. If you give that a wee like there. And on the right is a Patreon page where if you're enjoying the show and you'd like to help support us, there's all the info is on the link there. The show is completely free to watch and always will be, but if you would like to help us out, because it costs a wee bit to run the show, and as you can see from all the things that have gone wrong tonight, we need the funds. Patreon.com/live from the living room. You can give us a wee donation there. For $1 you get your name in the credits, and for $5 you can get access to some exclusive stuff that's not part of the main show. And right now let's have a look and see who all has supported us so far. Just Matt so far. But one's better than nothing, and we only started this very, very recently. The Patreon page only went up the other day. So if you would like to join Matt and get your name in the credits there on the show, patreon.com/live from the living room. Now that is quite enough plugging from me. I'm going to hand you back over to Mike.
Actually, speaking of Matt, I'm incredibly jealous of Matt, and I'll tell you for why, right? So, for a while I was going to busk on Friday nights via the studio route, so I would be coming up the river and then going up to Sauchiehall Street, right? And every time I reached the pub that's closest to... Actually, it's closest to where Duke Street Studio used to be. Duke Street Studio. The pub right opposite that That's where he's the live musician. He's the house musician on a Friday night in.
That's Hootenannies, I think.
That's it. Aye, he's standing there in this lovely warm room where there's bouncers in case people get too drunk and rowdy, and I'm up Socky Hall Street in the fucking cold.
I do not envy the Friday night busking, Mike.
It is something else. I mean, it is fun to an extent, but it's also bloody dangerous. And actually, it's just I hate the cold. It's as simple as that. I just hate the cold. But anyway,
And yet you live in Scotland.
I know. I should be used to it. There's just not enough beard. That's what it is, David. More beard. Tell you what, I'll just not cut it until summer arrives. Next year.
Summer. What is this summer you speak of?
I've heard it's a place near Mesopotamia. No, I'm just joking. Actually, speaking of busking though, this next song I'm gonna try. I think this one we can get away with volume wise. I don't think it's that loud. There's maybe one bit that's a bit loud, but I'll try and do it a bit calmed down. This one was written in the street as an acoustic song. It's off the new demo as well, and it does work better electrically. Much better actually. But I think it's not bad as an acoustic as well. And it's about madness. I wonder why I wrote that when I was busking. I wonder why the lyrics just came as if from Jah, Anyway, it's called Made My Bed. It goes something like this. It's plain to see that nothing is real. It's plain to see that it's fantasy. I live inside light bulbs, 'cause they're the only things that can comfort me sometimes. It's plain to see that nothing is real. It's plain to see that it's fantasy. All my words, they have no meaning. All my words are meaningless. All my words, they have no meaning. Everything is meaningless in hell. I know there yet still I hesitate. I'm not going to do the next bit because it is way too loud.
Yeah, let's not have the neighbours lynching us tonight.
Yeah, I realised like halfway through that song, I was like, man, this is another loud song.
You really can project, can't you?
Yeah.
So what else have you got for us tonight, Mike?
Actually, no wait, I can fucking do this. Egypt. Fucking Egypt. This is a cover. Actually, yeah, there's a bit of a story behind this. Before I actually knew the name of this song, I called it the hippie national anthem because when I was hitchhiking across southern Spain where all the hippies are at, they all fucking love this song. It is a good song and it's just good lyrics as well. And I have done this one before acoustically, but I'm going to do it again because fucking can. Yeah, so fuck you. Anyway, this song's called Great Spirit. Great Spirit, I have had it. Bring me back to the nomadic way of weaving through the damage. Mindful, stay mindful. Great Spirit, for my sisters, let me be a flowing river. Flood the banks, the rocks that bind her. Carry, I'll carry. Great Spirit, oh, great Spirit, Great Spirit, for my brother, let me be a mountain under which he's climbing to discover his process, that's progress. Great Spirit, all that lingers, tie reminders to my fingers. I must speak with you more often. Great Spirit, oh, great Spirit. Great Spirit, for my relations, give them strength to face racism in every single situation. Easy now, go on, speak loud. Great Spirit, take me instead, guide me down the road of red Tinkashala. I am saying, praying, great Spirit, oh, great Spirit, Tinkashala. Great Spirit, this stone collapse, nothing but the earth will last, and I'll be singing sweetly into the darkness. Now on this, Great Spirit, hold my tongue, be still, the time will come when everyone will sing, all life is sacred. But while I'm waiting, Great Spirit, my fist is up, bringing the power to the people, your reflection of us. Some of your people can't feel it, cries in the earth. Some of your people can't hear it, the way it hurts, and it hurts. Great Spirit, and it moves, Great Spirit. Interconnected in the passing of a paradigm on its way out, its way out. Speaking of spiritual, lyrical testimony, the spirit that did resist, weaving around false prophecies. Spirits erected and detected with the message I bring. While the ship slowly sinks, I'm being directed to say I'm like a wrecking ball, breaking down the walls of the past. A minimalist, living on bliss with the last of my cash. Gonna be justified, how you treated the land. Gonna be by my side, while I stand and demand a change. A change to catch a light. To catch a light. To catch a light. To catch a
Michael Werninck live in session for Live from the Living Room. And whilst we were playing, we've had a little request come in. This is from Silver Threshold 1.
What is the request?
Wonderwall? Somehow I don't think it was meant seriously. If there's one way to annoy a busker, it's to ask for Wonderwall.
I feel like that word is eventually going to give me post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's like when people hear the word bang and they've been in World War II. It's literally that bad. I've literally got it as bad as soldiers in the Somme. That's literally... Okay, maybe that was a bit dramatic, yes.
No, that is exactly how every busker feels about Wonderwall.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not even...
pretty sure they were just trying to wind you up, and it's worked.
It has, yes, well done. Yes, well done. And I'm not even, like, a lot of buskers absolutely hate Oasis. I'm sure I know one just now.
There's one sitting not very far away from
Yes,
you.
exactly. I don't even hate them, but I do fucking hate that song. I actually just... if I wasn't such a whore for Kashish, I would never play it, but I am a whore. Like, I'm not playing it now. You can fuck off. You're not drunk and threatening me with violence, therefore there's no reason for me to play the song. I'm sorry, this is the way it is.
Silver Threshold 1, it's funny to see his face when I say it though. Ha 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 ha.
You had to say the has as well, didn't you?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. I suppose, yes.
We're coming a fair way through the hour that we got from us. So can you tell us a wee bit about the band and where we can find out where we can listen to your music?
You can indeed. Visceral Noise Department is the name of the band. You might say I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but you might say we're like the next Beatles, eh? I mean, I'm not putting words in your mouth, David, but that's you would just say that, eh?
Of course.
You don't need to say it. Anyway, the point is that you can get... The good thing is it's such a stupid name that if you Google Visceral Noise Department, please don't ask me how to spell that, you'll get us straight off the bat, because nobody else is dumb enough to name their band after what sounds like an STI. That I can think of anyway. So, like, yeah, I think the best way to view us is on YouTube, because all of the stuff we have, it's 4 demos. That's 4 demos in just over a year. They're all videoed as well by, different people with a camera, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, that's not my words, you know what I mean? That's not me saying that. I hate them. I worked on them, you know what I mean? No, they are pretty good. But the good thing is that we are picking the best of the bunch, and we're making a full, proper, decent, big boy recorded album. And if I had my way, we'd release it on vinyl, because it is just the superior... It is the superior audio listening infrastructure, but we just don't have the cashish, so it's not really going to happen that way. But we are very close. In about 2 weeks' time, give or take, we're going to start recording, and then we're likely to binge on it until it's done, because I know the members of my band, not naming any names. It's me I'm talking about. Yeah, we will just sit in the studio, locked away, like plants in Siberia, awaiting the day that it gets put out. That was a strange set of words, clumsily constructed metaphor. Anyway, but it is going to be a pretty good album. I've got a lot of ideas, and the thing is that some of the songs that are going to be on it, we wrote we wrote over a year ago, and I still don't hate them. That's a miracle. You know this because you're a songwriter as well. That's a miracle.
Like, yeah, if you can get a song of your own that you can still stand to listen to after a while, that is good going.
Fucked up, you know what I mean? And I think this trick was overworking them, and like we're all kind of songwriters in VND, so it's just constant, and it's like you give up an idea. Like I've wrote so many because I used to write when I was busking, and a lot of them end up being like just 3 chords for ages and ages and ages, and they're just chords that everyone's done. That's why Made My Bed was good, because it's like David will know that that's weird. People aren't supposed to do that sort of shit. Like, so that's pretty good. I love that song actually. That was completely by accident. That was like, I was just.
I love chords that you find with actually meaning to play them. Your finger just goes in the wrong place on the fretboard. No, that sounds nice.
Yeah, and it came with the melody. The melody was there. I actually think that the words were there as well, but I was gonna change them, and then we were just like, oh, that's it. It sort of makes sense just in the context of the whole song, anyway. So it's just fine. And I've had that bit for ages as well. Like, and yeah, just good shit. I think it's gonna be. I'm always fishing for like that one album that I've done that I think is still good, like years later. I do not have that with the first album, Feed and Fuck. I think it largely is edgelord garbage, and Collective Howl is just rushed so that I'm not, so that the album I had to promote wasn't Feed and Fuck. And that also led to the problem of the mixing in that is fucking appalling, so rushed, and lyrically it's confused because it's like in between, you know, the angry dole monkey fucking idiot binge drinking idiot and the sort of hang on a minute, I've got a bit of an idea of what's going on here. It's like in between, so it's worse lyrically than even Feed and Fuck, because Feed and Fuck, as much as it's edgy bullshit, at least it's very honest edgy bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know.
Well, that is all well and good, but we've got a message from Mando 1. Play the song, Schneebel.
Schneebly.
Schneebly? Schneebly?
Actually, it's pronounced Schneebly. It's just shite. As soon as Pete and me are involved in anything, we hijack somebody's. This is your show, and we've just hijacked it, and he's not even here.
It's your show tonight. I'm just pressing the buttons.
That's all I need.
You all about the artist.
Exactly. I think there must be more stuff I can play that's not belt out loud. Oh, bloody hell! I know. I fucking know. Because like, this is a band that you don't hate, but that is from Manchester. That you were talking about a wee while ago. It's not the Smiths. I can't play the Smiths. So this is this fucking capo is. This is I just like this song. I think it's a very pleasant wee song anyway. So it's called actually you'll know the name. You'll know the name pretty quickly actually. Until Sally, I was never happy. I needed so much more. Rain clouds, oh, they used to chase me. Down they pour. Join my tears and lay my fears. Sent to me from heaven, Sally Cinnamon, you're my world. You're my world. I pop, blow, bubble gum. You taste the cherry, there is something you must show me from what you are made. Sugar and spice. and all things nice, sent to me from heaven. Sally Cinnamon, you're my world, you are my world. Her eyes are gazing back from every little piece of glass. You seem to smile from ear to ear. Sally Cinnamon, you are my world, you are my world. I put the letter back to the place where it came from, in the pocket of the jacket on the train downtown. Sent to me from heaven. Sally Cinnamon, you're my world. Aye.
Michael Werninck live in the living room. I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. We're just coming up to the end. We might have to call it a little bit earlier because this is an actual living room. I do have neighbours and they're probably wanting to lynch us now because the show has gone on much later than it usually does. We're usually on 8 till 9, but we've had massive technical problems today, and it's coming up on 10. So we'll do one more.
We'll do one more.
But before we hand back over to Mike for the last song of tonight, if you are enjoying the show, then please give us a follow on Twitch. The buttons will be somewhere up there. We did try doing a Facebook live stream before we did this one, but that's when all the technical problems started. So I think we're going to stay on Twitch for the time being. Facebook seemed to do us in. And also we've got the link down there for the Facebook page where you can give us a like, and down there for the Patreon where you can donate to help keep us in funds to keep the show on the road. It's completely free to watch if you want, but if you can help us out, then that would be brilliant. And now over the next wee while, we've got a few more guest artists confirmed. We've got quite a few in May. On the 9th, we've got Fallen Archies. On the 16th, Chloe Simpson. On the 23rd, we've got Nico G. And confirmed so far for June, on the 6th, Andy Hamilton. And on June 13th, we have got Dope Sick Fly coming in for an acoustic session.
Nice.
And I am now going to hand you back to Mike Werninck for the last song of the night. What are we getting, Mike?
I haven't done this one in a while, but it's definitely quite quiet, so we're definitely not going to get in trouble for this. But I knew it so well, and also it's another one that's got a wee bit of a story, because you know the song that I did that's the Cheeky Toe Tapper about the environment, Venus. Venus is technically a rip-off, but you'd never guess, because Venus. I'm such a shitty guitarist. Like that, a lot of what I do that I'm like, oh man, I can't believe you can do this. Most people learn within the first week of guitar. So like, I didn't know you could get a D shape, a D minor shape, and then just move one of the fingers down so it's like, C, D minor. So when I first learned this song I'm going to play, I was like, oh man, that's amazing. Imagine if you did it in a major key and you get... then speed it up and you got... So this is the sort of... Obviously they're completely different songs, as you'll see, but the general idea was sort of ripped off of that. Also, this is by some semi-obscure guy in the US called... I'm just that hipster, called Willie Mason, or Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Madison. Do you know him? He did a song called Oxygen that was quite famous, but he also did a song that when it was released, it's shit, but I saw him do a sort of acoustic-y version where he's got an electric guitar plugged in, like a big electric hollow body Gretsch, and he's got all the things on his fingers, and he's doing it sort of like, and I was like, that's fucking amazing. And he looks like a dishevelled alcoholic, and it's really sad. Whereas the released version's like a disco song, and his version, I was like, I'm having that, man. So like, this is the most hipster song I think I know, because it's so fucking obscure, but it's such a good song if I get it right. Anyway, here we go. Fingers crossed. She woke up with the pieces following her. Winter's coming, fires to burn. Everyone's got places to go. Running from what they all know. She's got a pickup truck. She sleeps in the back when she gets stuck. Graduation life has begun. Call out, call out. That door is closing, they bait you to run. Call out loud. Time has meaning if you wanted to. Call out, call out. It carries a question, what will you do? Call out loud. You've got to run more again. You've got to resense it. You've got the forest floor. You've got the ocean roll. Sunday morning, winter's first games. Call out, call out. Wake me fast so I don't think. Call out loud. Town just woke up and we're on the brink. Call out, call out. If we're all dying, what makes us distinct? Call out loud. She's got a pickup truck. She sleeps in the back when she gets stuck. She's looking for a home, a place in her heart where she calls home. Also, I love the lyrics to that song. It's fucking great. But yeah, if you're gonna Google it, make sure the fucking YouTube clip you get is where he's got a massive beard, and he's not deliberately got a beard. And like his hair's all fucking. It's just a great song, man. Anyway, aye, that's that.
Thank you, Mike, for coming in for tonight's session, and thank you to everyone who's had the patience to stick with us with all the tech problems that we've had. We got there in the end.
It sure bloody did.
Finally managed to get a show out of it. We will be back next week. We don't have guests confirmed, but keep an eye out on the Facebook page down there, and as soon as we know who next week's guest is, we'll be making a wee announcement there. And you know, I think we're going to stick with Twitch for the streaming. I think we're going to stay on here because Facebook streaming, that did not work. That did not work.
Fucking Russian spy reprobate website.
Yeah. So we're going to stay on Twitch, and we will be back next Wednesday at our usual time of 8 till 9 p.m. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week.